So we are just a few days away from getting back to the Indiana fever, Caitlin Clark fever, and I think this year is going to be mayhem. I really, really do. I, I talked a lot about Caitlin Clark over the months and followed her rookie season very closely. We talked about it, and we're going to continue to talk about it. But I thought that there was a chance that some of the buzz, some of the energy could lose its luster a little bit because she's not brand new. It wasn't year one, and for the most part, the WNBA is hanging on by a thread. But then you still see epic games like this, even obviously it being preseason, and you can see the intensity, you can see the crowd, you can see the momentum in the media, and I think it's just going to be just as wild. I really do. I think it's going to be more wild. I mean, because I think Caitlin Clark is going to be she's going to unleash on the WNBA. She had an awesome season, and I praised it every step of the way. But in terms of who Caitlin Clark is and what she will be in the NBA, outside of maybe when she's like about to retire and she's just, old and her body can't handle it anymore, her rookie year will be her worst year. And people already lost their mind with that. She's just going to make history practically every single night. It's just going to be game after game after game, highlight reel after highlight reel after highlight reel. And I think the media knows and the networks know that the WNBA is growing, that Caitlin Clark is growing, and there's just going to be such a double, triple down on all of this momentum building. I think it's just as clear as day, quite frankly. Like I said, her game is only going to improve and get better. I mean, just look at her. I mean, like, she's understanding the balance of when to take her threes, when to drive, the importance of getting a bucket, getting a layup, and not just always pulling up for an easy three. I feel as though she's going to bring her own level of intensity where it's just kind of like, I think when you're a rookie, no matter how great you are, no matter how popular you are, like Caitlin Clark, there's still this kind of feeling of like, do I belong here? Right? Especially in the WNBA when those women did not want her. And now it's kind of like, not only do I belong here, but I own here. I mean, like, look at that pass. It's just crazy. Her ball movement. I mean, like, it's just 13.6 rebounds, 7 assists in a preseason game, 23 minutes of time played for her. It's just crazy. And I just think every single game, and that's why even the WNBA knows it, and the networks, like, it's so much more televised now. Pretty much like every single one of her games is televised. It's just, I think it's just about to explode. I really, really do. I think Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are going to explode. I think people are actually going to believe that the Indiana Fever can win it all. There's going to be like an actual belief rather than trying to trick yourself into a belief just because, hey, Caitlin Clark's really popular and the Indiana Fever are really popular, so let's keep talking about them. It's going to be like, oh no, they can actually do this. And then the narratives will actually be real. They'll actually be rooted in reality rather than people trying to just force the conversation. We saw a lot of forced conversations with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and it's just kind of like, whatever. But when the conversations start to actually really become truly authentic and rooted in reality and rooted in what everyone is actually seeing, there you go. I think the one thing, speaking of Angel Reese, the one thing that would help with really continuing to boost this all up is actually having Angel Reese take a step forward as well. If she can actually be better and actually be, I don't want to say a threat to Caitlin Clark because I don't think she'll ever be a threat to Caitlin Clark in terms of her dominance and popularity, but if Angel Reese could actually also have some really big moments, leading her team to win, to in the playoffs, like just also big moments, big matchups that actually feel like there's stakes involved, or at the very least narrative stakes. It's just like, Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. Yes, Patrick Mahomes has all the Super Bowls and Josh Allen has none, but that matchup is still one of the most popular matchups that everyone cannot wait to watch. And that's because there are people that believe that Josh Allen is better than Patrick Mahomes, even though Patrick Mahomes has, has all the rings. And because of that, it just becomes just a clash, right? I mean, it's box office. If Angel Reese can get actual real momentum, and again, not just she's got so many double doubles, and you see her rebounds, like actual real grounded moments that make people believe, hey, Angel Reese could be the MVP. Angel Reese could lead, can win a ring. Like, and it actually feels real and not manufactured, then that'll just start an epic clash, an epic back and forth for years to come, which I think would only help elevate everyone involved, especially Caitlin Clark, because I do believe Caitlin Clark will be on the winning end of that every single time. So I'm excited to see what moves the Indiana Fever can make. I'm excited to see how Caitlin Clark's game can continue to develop, how it continues to evolve, how she continues to mature and continues to, understand her role on a winning team in the WNBA. It's hard for me to see anything but great things moving forward for Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. And I think we're set up for a pretty great summer. The NFL kind of draft talk is dying down a little bit. The NBA playoffs have been pretty popular, but a lot of the big names are not in it right now. You have the Lakers, LeBron and Luka gone. It seems like the Warriors and Steph Curry are going to be gone. I mean, like, there's a real chance it could be, the Indiana Pacers versus Oklahoma City Thunder. Like, that's the NBA's worst fear, because they're just like, oh my God, who's going to watch this? Who cares except for Indiana and OKC? That is a problem. The NBA is a star-driven league. So is the WNBA, as everyone who's a Caitlin Clark fan understands, and they seem to be the only ones that actually understand that. So we're riding into May. This game, the opening day is just a few days away, and it's going to be at a time when the NBA could really be losing a bit of steam, quite frankly. And we're kind of in that middle ground with the NFL, where there's just not a lot going on, and we're waiting for like actual preseason, actual workouts and things like Hard Knocks and all of that. But that doesn't really start to pick up momentum until like July or August. And so this is the time that's just the media, the networks, they want this to be larger than life. They want May, June, etc. to be just nothing but WNBA, all hands on deck, let's go. And honestly, it's going to be up to Caitlin Clark to bring it home for everyone. So I'm excited to watch. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever progress that they should hopefully have made from last season into this season? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.